Good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? We're almost done, final stretch. So I'd like to thank all of you advisory board members who are here today, as well as the faculty and staff that put all of this together. I'd also like to specifically thank Nick Banks, who I believe is here today, as well as Steve Deutsch, who is not here today, for their letters of recommendation into this program, without which I probably wouldn't be standing here today. My name is David Saperstein. I'm originally from Boca Raton, Florida. I'm a combined student studying for my bachelor's in finance, which I'll be graduating with in December, as well as my MSRE in May. I'd love to stand here and tell you, like many of my classmates, that I've always been passionate about real estate, but that's not true for me. Growing up, I had absolutely no exposure to the industry at all. My dad is a tech entrepreneur. My mother was a stay-at-home mom, so I didn't even hear about real estate until college. I was a freshman, if you rewind a little bit, and being the son of two Jewish parents, I was on my way to become a doctor, and I decided it wasn't for me, so I switched to anthropology, psychology, botany, and finally finance and real estate. For those of you who don't know, botany is the study of plants. Very interesting stuff, let me tell you. So while I was jumping around from subject to subject, I realized that I wasn't one of those people who could just find their passion. It was something that I had to choose and then develop myself. I wasn't just going to find it. So I knew that I liked business, and I decided to sit down and figure out what in business it is I wanted to do exactly. And I chose real estate. I chose real estate, and it's cliche, but I chose it because it was the only investment class that I could actually see. Options, bonds, futures, all very important, but in my head at the time, they just represented money changing hands. But with real estate, you could see the investment in real life. You could see it taking place, taking hold, and affecting communities and creating activity. So I chose real estate. I thought to myself, in 60 years, what are people going to remember? Are they going to say, hey, that was a great high-yield bond that you had all the way back when? Or are they going to say, hey, remember that plaza that you created, that you invested in, and all the activity that it generated? So that's why I chose real estate. I started taking classes in my undergrad. I got an internship. I got two internships, one on the brokerage side and one on the investment side. And I cultivated what is today an actual strong passion for real estate. I decided to apply to this MSRE program, knowing that it would give me the skills needed to work in the industry after college. After I graduate, I'd like to hopefully work in acquisitions, portfolio management, or asset management. Thank you all so much for listening to my story. You guys are one of the best advisory boards in the nation, and you really make our program what it is. I'm looking forward to meeting you all. Thanks very much.